Hey you guys, DangerousThing here. Welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach, and thanks again for checking in with me. I love you guys all. So today we are going to be taking a look back at what happened yesterday. And yesterday our task force completed yet another Operation Choke Point, and for once I actually contributed to it, believe it or not. I have been insanely busy with my last change of job. I got a new job. I feel like I've said it a few times now, but I got a new job in February and I've been absolutely loving it, but I've been traveling a lot. So I basically have been a little bit of MIA from our task force attacks, and last night I decided to pitch in. I had a ton of troops trained up and I decided why not, so I helped out a bit, and today I'm going to show you the replays of some of the attacks from yesterday. Now, as you can see, it took 30 attacks to get through choke point, and we got every single victory point possible from this operation. And because there were 30 attacks, I feel like it's a ton. I'm not going to show you every single one of the attacks, and every one of you guys who've contributed to this, thank you so much. And if I don't show your attack, it's not because it wasn't good, it's just because 30 attacks is a lot to show. I feel like it's better to do so during the stream than during a video, because like chances are everybody's going to check out after so many attacks. Okay. So what I am going to do here, however, is I'm going to show you the first attack and the last attack of each of the bases. So let's go ahead and start with the Armadillo, because it is the first one on the list, and we are starting with Star, who started off with the Warriors. And let's go ahead and check out what he did here. We know he's got one victory point, so my guess is he was going for these little suckers over here, and he got one of the shock launchers down, and then he got annihilated by all of the defenses there. So this was the first attack, and let's actually take a quick peek at the base in the beginning. So Armadillo, this is what it looked like in the beginning. Let's go ahead and pause it. A ton is going on both sides, a ton of rocket launchers. Look at the cluster of the shock launchers over here, and then we got, of course, mines and shock mines and boom mines in between. So this is what it looked like in the beginning. We know that stuff took out this tiny little booger over here, and then now let's take a look at the last attack of Armadillo, and I'm pretty sure I just scrolled through it because I saw word Armadillo, and I need to get my glasses again, you guys. I hate wearing my glasses. So this is GH, who, by the way, just got back home from a vacation, so he's all relaxed and whatnot, and he's rocking it out. So let's take a look at his attack here. He's doing a perfect Zuka splash over here, and it only took, I don't know, 3 seconds to take down the entire base. But look at that, by the time he deployed, a ton of things were already actually taken out. So let's actually go ahead and look at it, and let's pause it right away so we see what actually was taken out. So this corner here was cleared out really nicely, and then the team did not really bother to go on the right hand side, rightfully so. So by the time he deployed, he was right over here, and then pow pow, and crushed the core. Okay, so that was Armadillo, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second base, which was opened up by Mr. Frankie, also known as EC, and he is also a Warrior fan. And let's go ahead and see what he did over here. So he goes ahead and flares his Warriors at the sniper tower right off the bat, and then he smoke screens them, smokes bombs them, smokes whatever. He smokes them to the sniper tower, and then he's walking them up closer and closer to the final goal, which I believe, and I'm also watching all of these for the first time, you guys, so if I sound totally uneducated about this, it's because I'm watching for the first time with you. I just feel like it's more fun like that. So he is going to crush and take out these little shock launchers, you guys, and he's using the remaining of his GBE to shock everything he possibly can, and let's see if he is going to be able to take the last one out. He goes ahead and drops another box of critters, and look at that, you guys. Second of the shock launchers is now down, and his remaining dudes are going to get taken out by everything else that's on the base. So total of, I believe, 2 victory points over here. Let's just double check. I believe that was that, and he took out three. I am mistaken. So he took out multiple defenses, one defense other than the 2 shock launchers. Okay, so then from there on, we had a ton more people. Well, by a ton, I mean 1 and 2. So 2 people, and Snake was the one who finished it off. So let's go ahead and see at how it went down. So he deploys his lovely ladies. You know, I am a huge fan of Circus. However, I absolutely am horrible when it comes to doing Smoky Zuka because I get all sorts of panic attacks and I'm just like, oh my god, I am killing all of these. So he smokes them right in the corner. And let's go 2 times the speed. And by the way, how much do I love all the new colors added to the TF bases, you guys? Absolutely love it. So then he flares them again to another corner. Look at all those shipping containers. They're adorable. I feel like I need one of them. I need all of the shipping containers in my life right now because I'll be moving soon, you guys. And I have no idea where I'm going to be moving yet, but I will keep you posted. I may be moving within the States. I may be moving out of the States. No idea. But totally random sidetrack, totally just rambling here. So, okay, so he puts his Zukas right by the shock launchers, and then he goes ahead and throws a box of critters, and then Zukas are taking out a few of the defense buildings, and come on, let's flare them at the core. We're gonna regroup them right over here, and Mr. Snake, here we go. Look at this beauty, you guys. He patches them up, ladies, and they finish off the Axiom in no time at all. So that was really, really beautiful. Like I said, I am terrible at the Smoky Zuka technique because I just freak out. So whenever I see people do Smoky Zuka successfully, I'm always in awe. So this was another wonderful, cool attack. So we are now, you guys, 2 bases down, and let's go ahead and see how ribbon was opened up by Mr. Swifty T. So the ribbon cable was opened up by 102 little dudes and some Zukas, and let's go ahead and take a look at that. So he actually took out one of the rocket launchers right up there, which I think I might have missed a bit because I did not zoom in on that. And then he sends his Zukas and his little dudes, also known as riflemen, up and above to get a ton of GBE, and let's see what he's gonna do with that GBE as they're crushing the mini cells or power cells or whatever you guys want to call them, because I seem to always call them something that they're not. He is using the GBE then to go ahead and shock a ton of the defenses by the core, and he's doing a really fantastic job, you guys. Look at all of the stuff he cleared out. So the corner, I guess 1 o'clock above the core, is really looking lovely. And at this point, ladies are going to be taken out by the cannons on the left-hand side, and the last Zuka standing. And there we go, you guys. We're gonna run out of time, and that is it. 65 victory points, though, is not anything to sneeze on. 65 victory points is a lot. So Mr. Swifty T, thank you very much for your contribution to this task force attack. So let's go ahead and see who finished off the ribbon cable. And there's is it, you guys. It was me. I always get so happy when I'm able to actually finish something off, because I feel like amongst all the guys I'm playing with, I'm often not the best, because the guys that are playing in my task force are really very skilled people. So I went ahead and actually smoke screened my guys so they're not hit up by the boom cannons by the landing of the base, and then I went ahead and reflared them right up here. Let's go 2 times the speed, because I don't want to make it look like I am slower about showing my attack because it's any better, because it's really not. But I was so stoked that I was able to finish this off, you guys. So at this point I had a ton of GB left, so I was using it to shock some of the defenses and drop some critters, and you know, I really was not worried because I knew that I was going to be able to finish it off looking at the health bar of the core. So down it goes, you guys, just like that. one of the best feelings in the world is when you're able to finish off a task force base during the operation with your team, because it's just the best feeling in the world. So ribbon cable now is down, and let's go ahead and move on to another base. So the other base that we're going to look at is the Dioxin, and it was started off by Josh. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek. So this is the base in the beginning. A ton of stuff is happening, and a lot is happening up here, and I don't know why, but in my mind I'm seeing some really I guess I shouldn't say. I'm gonna stay away from what I was gonna say. So we are starting off, and Josh deployed his troops on the left hand side. We're staying away from the right because a lot is going on there, and it's just unnecessary waste of troops to go down that way because the core is actually right over there in the very corner. So Josh is just clearing up the entrance to the base from the left hand side for the person who is going to come from after Josh. So he is doing everything he can here, and his last Zuka gets taken out. So this was the first attack on Dioxin, and let's go ahead and look at the last one that was done by Mr. JC, who destroyed it with a combo of tanks and medics, which, by the way, is the video that I just did because a ton of you guys have asked me to be making videos with different troop combos. So tanks and medics was one of the last ones that I put out, and the next one that I was asked for was tanks and heavies, so I'm working on it right now. So here is JC, and he is using his GBE to block the shock blaster, because otherwise he was hitting up the troops. And now the troops are right by the core, and yeah, the only things that are really hitting them up are the mortars above the core, and luckily the boom cannon over here is actually outside of the range, so it's not firing up at the tanks. So the tanks are gonna go and finish up the core because they are outside of the range of everything, and he's just gonna sit there comfortably and just finish this off, you guys. No big deal. Totally awesome attack by Mr. JC. So 20 seconds left, 15 seconds, and down it goes, and look at all of the explosions of everything that was on that base. So that was Dioxin, and I think we got one more base, you guys, to look at, and the base name is Terier. I feel like it sounds very French, and I don't really know how to pronounce it, so let's go ahead and start with Till Daddy, who I believe was the first one to open up the base, but let's just double check. So here is the base before anyone else had deployed on it, and look at everything that's going on there. A lot of shock launchers and a lot of shock blasters. I mean, shock launchers and rocket launchers. I don't see any shock blasters. I don't know why I would say that. Oh, and actually he wasn't the first one to start it, you guys. I see already some destruction over here on the right hand side. So I will then look back at who actually was the first person to open it up and give them proper credit, because that's what I said I was gonna do. But now, since we're already on here, let's go ahead and see what Till Daddy did here. He deployed his lovely troops, and he's got his Zukas and his sniper men continue to move from the right hand side towards the core, and they're going to take out a few more of the defenses, and down they go because they will run out of juice and will be taken out by the all of the weaponries of the Terier. So let's look at who was actually the first person to open Terier. I totally missed it, you guys, but I'm basically half blind, so please don't be upset with me. And I still can't see it. Okay, all right. Oh, there it is. Death by slapshot. He was the first one, so let's go ahead and quickly go 4 times the speed and see how he took out this little corner on the right hand side, with also similar combo with almost at heavies with Zukas and sniper men. So that was the first opening attack of this, you guys. So now we're gonna look at the last attack of the Terier and see who closed this off and who brought home the remaining bacon. Let's go ahead and click out and find the closure, which was Hellis number 9, coming in from Finland, the home of Supercell, obviously. Okay, so let's take a look at how he finished it off. And here we are, you guys. My favorite combo in the world. Zukas and heavies, followed by a few tanks, and here they go. They regroup, and then basically he drops a few critter boxes and they take out the core in absolutely no time. And I believe we have one more base that I've missed. I think it was called Circus board. I think, wasn't that? Yes, that is true. We got Circus board. So who opened up Circus board? That was... Nobody opened it up. Mr. Tinnis finished it off all by himself, it looks like, you guys. So let's take a look at how this beauty happened. Wow, look at this base. One-man attack. So let's just absorb all of the things that are happening on this base. A ton of mines, a ton of machine guns, cannons, shock launcher, rocket launcher, a ton of mortars, and of course look at all of the mines there, shock mines and doom mines. So he smoke screens his troops and puts them up right in front of all of the machine guns. Nice and thick smoke overlay there, and let's take a look at how they're gonna power through that. Oh no, and Zukas get taken out by the rocket launcher, the dummy rocket launcher. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish this off, and then I'm gonna jump into Clash Royale because they reminded me that my free chest is open there and I gotta check in. But look at this beauty, you guys. He is now basically in a safe zone for his Zukas right over here. They're outside of the range of almost everything except for that one machine gun that now they're definitely outside of the range of. And with few Zukas gone, once again another regroup. There is the cannon that's gonna hit up a few more Zukas. And look at that, you guys. Obviously there are a few of the shield generators in the back that Zukas just took care of. And from now on, it is all just about bringing down the core. Absolutely amazing, you guys. One-man attack. I wish to be in a position pretty soon where I will be able to do this on my own and, you know, build up my skills to be in a similar place where Mr. Tinnis is. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode, you guys. I have not done the TF attack review and replay in a very long time, and let me know if you have any comments in the comment box below. And if you like this video, click the like button. If you guys, if we can get like 50 likes on this video, maybe I will bake a cake that looks like a task force base. And I'm a terrible baker, but somehow I think I can make that happen, and that would be hilarious. So I hope you really loved this video, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. DT is out.